Welcome to the Bivoc. This is the game of Acronym Ascertain. Your goal in this game is to get more points than the opposing team. This game is broken up into a number of rounds equal to half the total number of players. So in this case there's 8, so there'll be 4 rounds. Each round is broken up into 2 turns. At the beginning of each round, you're going to select 2 special players. The first special player you're going to select is the target player. The target player is the fun part in the game. One of them will become the guesser, go down there, and the other one will become the spike, which stays up here. You're also going to select 2 of your players to be readers. Or we'll go up there. These readers serve as kind of the moderators for the round. But they are also considered responders, so they themselves will also give a response. So now all 7 responders, which are these people, everybody except the guesser, will get some sort of whiteboard or a piece of paper and a word. A good word is something like, how about rolls? Okay. With rolls, every one of these responders is going to break it down into an acronym and figure out some phrase or whatever it may be to answer this word. So for this one, it could be something like, how about really? Owls like licorice sticks? And then they write that down and hand that into the head reader. The head reader is the reader on the opposing team from the current guesser. So in this case, it would be the purple team's reader. And they will collect all 7 responses and read them off to the guesser one by one. After each response, the guesser will have a choice. They may either pass, which means the response is thrown out, or accept. If you pass, you get no points for it, but you're also safe and you'll just get the next response. But if you choose accept, that means the guesser thinks that that response did not come from the spike, which is down here. If they choose accept that it was not from the spike, so from these other responders, they get a point. And then they also get the opportunity to score another point if they can correctly guess which player specifically gave the response. If they can guess it specifically who did it, they get an additional point. If they get it wrong, they just keep their 1 point. If they choose accept and the response indeed came from the spike, then their turn is over and they lose all the points they've collected. When your turn is over, you swap places. So this person, the spike, will then become the guesser and the guesser the spike. And the head reader will, of course, swap places. Everyone, all these 7 new players will given a new word and a new set of acronyms given to the head reader, and you'll repeat again. Once this round has gone through, you will select all new players to do the jobs. Once all 4 players have been the target player, because you cannot be the target player more than once, the game is over. Whoever has the most points wins. In case of ties, you continue into overtime. In overtime, anybody can be a target player as many times as you want until there is no tie. As the reader, you are also the moderator, and it is your duty to make sure that there is no foul play going on. And both readers can strike down any response and hand it back to the responder that gave it and say try again. Invalid responses, or any response that are trying to hint to the guesser what to do. So in any shape or form, if the reader thinks that this response is some sort of code or some sort of indication on to the responder or the guesser to say yes or no, accept or pass, then they get to strike that response and hand it back to the responder, and they get to do a new response. If they get a duplicate response or responses that are very similar to each other, they can also strike the second one, give it back to the second responder, and have them try that one again. That is these duties of the reader as the kind of moderators of the game. That is all of Acronym Ascertain. Good luck.